What if I told you there was a federal stimulus program that could give you up to $62,000 in free debt relief grant money for your small business? Imagine what you could do with this extra money and how it could help your business out. All this and more in today's video. Hello and welcome to Stephen Carlson Show. I'm Stephen Carlson. I'm a tech entrepreneur, real estate investor, author, YouTuber, volunteer paramedic, and Clyde is down here. Bonnie, I don't know where Bonnie is. She's here somewhere. I really need your help, everyone. Please make sure you comment down below with the hashtag TeamEIDL. That is spelled one word, T-E-A-M-E-I-D-L, and help get the word out. We want everybody to get their small business $10,000 EIDL grants. And of course, before I go any further, as my regular viewers will know, I have a team of outstanding lawyers that I keep chained up in the basement, and Clyde keeps them from escaping. The only problem with these lawyers, they get a little bit rowdy whenever I make a video, and the only way to calm these lawyers down is to give a quick disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer. This is not financial, legal, tax advice. You get to the point. Also, while I have you here, why don't you check out Webull and get your 2 or possibly even 4 free stocks. They keep changing the program. Whatever. Get your free stocks from Webull. Deposit $100. Use the link below. Help support the channel. I appreciate it, as do Bonnie, who just walked in the studio, and Clyde. Or if you really don't like stock investing, don't know why, but whatever, check out the pinned video below where you can get the equivalent of 40 free lottery tickets every single week. Okay, all that stuff out of the way, let's get to today's video. To be clear, this grant money from the SBA is in the form of debt relief. Or said another way, they use the grant money to pay your loan payments every single month. And it was explicitly designed to allow profitable small businesses to expand and hire more employees. This is not a direct deposit of $60,000 cash into your checking account. So if you're just looking for the raw cash in your account, this program's not going to help you. But if you're smart and you want to leverage this money to allow you up to basically half a year of no loan payments, this is the perfect program for you. Another thing to be clear, with a small exception I'll cover in just a minute, this program requires your business be open for at least 2 years, and some lenders require 3 years. So if you're trying to start out a brand new business right now, this is probably not going to help you. Now, like I said, there is an exception to this. If you want to buy an existing business, or if you want to start a brand new franchise location, like a McDonald's, a Dunkin' Donuts, etc., whatever franchise you would like, you can use this money for that. You can also use it to purchase an existing business. But you cannot use it just to start Clyde's cookie delivery service. So if you've already been in business for the minimum 2 to 3 years, you can apply for the SBA Standard 7A business loan through a local SBA lender. A link to a list of the top nationwide SBA lenders is down in the description box below. Now let's get to today's main topic, how you can use this loan and grant money to purchase an existing business or start a brand new franchise location. You can use the SBA 7A loan to cover the expenses associated with buying an existing business. By buying a business that's already established, you are able to walk into a business with customers, employees, and inventory on day one. But of course, you still need capital to buy an existing business. And if you cannot get traditional small business financing or a personal loan, this is where the SBA can help you by providing you the underwriting and assistance to get the financing you need to purchase this business. The SBA 7A loan is a government-backed loan provided by financial institutions like banks and credit unions. And it's important to note that the SBA doesn't lend directly themselves, but instead they insure the loans that you take out from a local bank in case that you default. This makes the loan program very attractive for lenders as it reduces their risk. You can use this SBA 7A loan for a variety of things, including real estate or land, equipment, purchasing capital, refinancing debt, and in this case, of course, purchasing in a business. Because your lender will need to get approval from the SBA to back your loan, the process and paperwork is a little bit lengthy. However, these loans typically have much better terms than traditional small business loans, and sometimes even come with counseling from business professionals in your area that have expertise that can help you ensure that your business runs efficiently. In general, you must be a prime borrower to qualify for SBA loans. So if your credit score is not exactly up to par, this may be challenging for you to get the loan. However, it's not impossible. This is because it's typically easier to get a loan to buy an existing business than it is to get a startup loan to start a brand new business off the ground. For a lender, they're able to see the track record of this business and know that it works in your area. The SBA loan programs are very attractive interest rates, repayment terms, and closing costs. But they do have stricter qualifications and requirements than other business loans. Generally, you will need the following: a credit score of at least 690, a credit record free of bankruptcies, at least for the past 3 years, and at least 10% down payment. For franchises, you will also have to have already paid your franchise fee before the loans will be released from the lender. You should have a clean criminal record, or at least the ability to explain any misdemeanors on your record. Any felonies will disqualify you. There is a requirement to have no current federal debt. I'm not sure if this requirement includes EIDL or PPP or student loans. You need to check with your specific lender first. And kind of lastly, but this truly makes sense, you need to have some sort of managerial or business experience. They want you to prove that you are capable of running this business. Those are the requirements upon you. Then there are some requirements upon the business. It must be a for-profit entity, a small business by definition. So that means it's going to exclude independent contractors, gig workers. Well, unless you form an LLC and incorporate it within your state, but then you become a company, you're not really a gig worker anymore. Anyways, must be also based within the United States, and you must have exhausted all other financing options. What this means is you've tried other avenues of getting financing and you were denied. These requirements ensure that the loan is eligible for SBA backing. If the loan is ineligible, you will need to seek other forms of business financing. To get started, generally you will need to include the following documentation: your agreement to purchase the business, a letter of intent to purchase the business, the business tax returns from the past 3 years, any outstanding debt the business has, any long-term business contracts, documentation of business assets, business lease agreements, incorporation or state documents, business plans, and a bunch of others. Don't worry, the list will be below. In addition, the SBA usually will order their own independent business appraisal to give the lenders a pretty good idea of what the business is worth from somebody independent. It's not the seller and it's not the buyer saying what the place is worth. Of course, there's a ton of government paperwork and SBA-specific forms. I'll list them all down below. The SBA does allow you to get help, for example, a lawyer or a translator when filling out this application work. And your lender might be able to help you with some of this as well. And like I said a few minutes ago, this is not an overnight process. It usually takes a minimum of 2 to 3 months from start to finish to be approved and financed. Most of this can be sped up by you if you provide the lender with everything they ask for promptly. So if they call you or send you an email asking for something, drop everything and get it to them immediately. If the lender has to wait a few days or a few weeks for you to get something to them, you're only wasting your time and making it longer until you get funded. Okay, so far we've only spoken of the loan part of this program. It is a loan, that is the primary purpose of it. The grant part that is in the stimulus program gives you 3 to 7 months, depending on your type of business, of loan payments courtesy of the federal government. And this grant money is fully automatic and requires nothing from you to get started. However, we know how the SBA loves to drag their feet, so you might want to double check with them to make sure that your loan is properly processed and ready. Also, fair warning, right now the SBA refuses to put updated information on their website. The website says that this program is only for pre-existing loans. However, that's not correct. The new stimulus law that was passed December 27th, which was precisely 1 month ago, that law allowed for brand new loans to also qualify. Unfortunately, the SBA is dragging their feet like usual and refusing to put updated information. So if you see on the SBA's website that it's only for previous loans, just know that eventually they'll get around to updating the information. And you got a couple months to processing your loan before you're eligible anyways. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. Doing so really helps with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it, as do Clyde's over here and Bonnie's over there. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.